underdogs to favorites, we break it down. Empty Field Podcast, the talk of the town. Empty Field, where we lay it all out. Breaking down games, removing all doubt. Interviews with stars, we're bringing the heat. Sports news and odds talk that can't be beat.
Welcome to another episode of the Empty Field Podcast. My name is Mathew Hansen, and today I have a fighter who originally from Philadelphia. Then he went to North Carolina. We've got Cornfed Cory Hall. Cory, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. First off, tell us about yourself.
Yeah, like you said, I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I moved down to Wilmington, North Carolina, 2021-ish. I've been here ever since. I started training at Brunson's roughly 2022, or Brunson's MMA and Fitness. And I've just been enjoying it ever since, It's been pretty fun.
Yeah, what got you started into combat fighting?
I had depression for a little bit during the pandemic. Like I said, I moved down to Wilmington, so I lost a lot of friends. I had a couple friends on the wrestling team up in Philadelphia, and they were telling me I should just try martial arts. I looked around, found a gym, and like the rest is kind of history,
Like I said in the intro, Cornfed. Explain that nickname, please.
Yeah. Right. So when I first started, I didn't know what I was doing really. I just had my toughness and I had my strength. So I kind of just bulldozed my way through a lot of stuff. And eventually one of my friends, Josh Mayers, started calling me that. I just kind of stuck on from there.
Awesome. A unique nickname, to say the least.
Yeah, it sure is.
Before fighting, what was life like?
Before fighting, I was in high school, so a lot of it was taken up by schoolwork, and I was playing hockey up in Jersey. Yeah, I don't really miss it too much. I really enjoy fighting a lot more than hockey. It's similar mindsets. Like you give whatever you can for your team, and when you're done, you just come off. In fighting, it's a little different. Like you give what you can for your team, but you can't give up when you're tired. You're gonna get knocked out if that happens, So it's a little different.
True. What was it like stepping onto the mat for the first time?
It was an experience. My first coach was Get Down James Brown. He was the first class that I took's coach, and he was very chill. He was very welcoming. I was brand new, no combat sports experience whatsoever, and he was very welcoming, helped me out, got me started, walked me through everything, and was very patient, and I really do appreciate that.
Cool. How would you describe your fight style to somebody who's never seen you fight before?
Relentless. It's high pressure. Like I'm on top of somebody the whole round. The last couple fights that I did, I was nonstop on top of them.
Okay. What part of your game are you most confident in right now?
My grappling, 100% my grappling. It was
Why
the
is
first thing
that?
I really developed. First thing I really developed at Brunson's. Derek's a wrestler. We've got an Olympic wrestler as the other wrestling coach in Austin Troutman. I worked with them a bunch, and I started to come into my own with my wrestling early. My striking's kind of taken a little bit to catch up. So for now, I'm pretty much a grappler.
Stop. Before we continue this episode here, are you staying hydrated? No. Have you tried Hydrify? Man, it's not just flavored water. It's clean hydration with electrolytes that actually work. No sugar crash, no junk ingredients. Pretty simple. Hydrify keeps you sharp and fueled for the day. I use it because, man, it's simple, effective, and it just tastes real good. Hydrate smarter, hydrate better. That's Hydrify. Use promo code MTF to get 10% off your order. Just say, hey, Matt from the Empty Field Podcast sent you.
Okay. Well, to follow up with that question, what part of your game are you trying to improve on?
100% my striking. Yeah, man, there's a bit of a gap. I've been working my best to fix that. I've done a couple kickboxing matches in the last year. I'm 2-0 in kickboxing, which is a shock. I lost my first ever kickboxing round, and then I haven't lost a round since. So, yeah,
Nice. What's the toughest lesson that combat sports has taught you?
that's a good one. I think it's to be smart with how you train. Like, be smart about your body, I guess is probably a better way to put it. Like, when I first started, I was overtraining like crazy. I was going there pretty much every day I was lifting every day, I was running every other day, and my body kind of gave out. And it was a nice lesson to learn of you got to pace yourself and listen to your body instead of just pushing through everything.
Yeah. How has the weight cut been?
I haven't actually had to have a big cut yet. I'm still waiting on my first amateur. Um, the closest I ever got to one, I was scheduled for an amateur fight back in October. I spent like 1 week cutting weight. I dropped from 153 to 143 in about 7 days, just through dieting. I was eating like or I was eating salads. I was eating hard boiled eggs, and then 6 days out, I get a text from my coach saying that the guy dropped. Um, and then like to soften the blow, 2 seconds later, my mother texted me, "Neighbors invited us over for chili. You in?" Yeah, I went from 143 to 148 in the space of like 3 hours.
But you can't say no to mom's chili.
Absolutely not. That would have been a
uh,
really rough decline.
oh, I bet it would have been. What does training look like for you on a normal week?
um, Normal week, I'm in the gym pretty much every evening, Monday through Friday. If I'm lucky, I can train on Saturdays, then I'm going to. Um, I try to lift about 3 to 4 times a week. I'm trying to run every other day. So I'm still busy, but I'm listening to my body a little more, I think.
Yeah. How far do you run?
I usually run for about an hour. My pace is about 8 minutes, give or take. So we'll say about 7 miles. Yeah. Well, that's the cardio from hockey. Like, that's the one thing I was able to bring over from that other sport.
Probably the only thing. But the cool thing is now you could fight in hockey. Well, not really in high school.
No, we were immediately suspended if we did drop the gloves, but we were allowed to check. Like, I was pretty small back then. I still am. I'm not the biggest dude, but I wasn't afraid to throw my weight around.
um, how do you mentally prepare for your next fight?
That I'm still trying to figure out, to be honest with you. Like, mentally, I'm not gonna lie, it's scary going into some of these, you know? Like, you're going in there to against somebody who theoretically has the same amount of training as you and wants to win, and that usually involves hurting you. So mentally getting over that block's a little difficult. Um, if you find a good way to get through that, let me know, please.
What does success look like for you in your stage right now?
Just learning, seeing progression. Like, I've been watching some of my old matches back and just thinking, what the hell was I doing? You know? If I can look back on matches that I have today, 1 year from now, and say, what the hell, then I think I did good.
I know we're just slowly into 2026, but what goals do you have for 2026?
I absolutely want to do an amateur match. I've been looking for an amateur MMA match since October. Like I said, that's the big one. Another big one is trying to keep managing that load. Like, when your body gives out on you, it's not fun. And that can come with a lot of self doubt too. So I'm trying to recover from that as well. So trying to mentally stay strong and just push through it.
Yeah. What advice would you give to other fighters?
Come to class. Go to class as much as possible. Don't just spar. Go to class, listen to your coaches, be coachable. I've had some issues with both those things in the past, like either skipping class just to spar or just not listening to coaches in general, and that's set me back a lot.
Okay. Um, when it's all said and done, how do you want to be remembered by?
This might sound cliche, but I want to be remembered as the greatest bantamweight in UFC history. That's the goal. That's the end goal.
Okay. You seem pretty young. How old are you?
I'm 22.
Oh, you got plenty. You got like a good 20
Mhm.
years left, man.
No, I ain't too worried about that. Just taking it one day at a time.
Yeah. So you say you're 22. What would your 22-year-old self tell your 10-year-old self?
God, just keep pushing, man. Like, you're gonna run into a lot of hardship, but mentally, you just gotta keep going through. I mean, that mental toughness helps a lot, and I didn't really have that when I was younger. And I think that dealing with depression and all that when I was 18 kind of helped me become a little tougher mentally now.
Awesome. Well, here is the rapid fire portion. First thing that comes to mind. The first question I'm gonna already know the answer. Striking or grappling?
Grappling, 100% grappling.
Pressure or patience?
Pressure.
Favorite part about training?
Sparring,
The hardest part about training?
sparring.
When walking into the cage, are you more calm or fired up?
Oh, I'm fired up.
Would you rather win ugly or lose pretty?
Win ugly, whatever it takes.
Would you rather have a first round finish or a late round war?
First round finish. Get me out of there.
One word to describe your fighting style,
Pressure.
and then one word to describe you.
Toughness.
Perfect. Is there anybody you want to give a special shout out to?
Oh man. There's a ton of people. Everyone at my gym. If I try to list people off, then there's gonna be some hurt feelings. I'm gonna miss somebody. Obviously my family. They've been supportive of me. My twin brother especially. He got into grappling with about a year ago. He's been working with me ever since. So
Perfect. Where can everybody find you on social media?
I'm Cornfed Cory on Instagram and on TikTok.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, man, I appreciate you stopping by, telling us your story, and we'll be watching. Don't worry, we'll be watching.
Awesome, man. I appreciate that.
Fans of One T Media Production, do you guys drink coffee? Sure you do. I, myself, drink quite a bit of coffee, so I always turn to a Fuera coffee for my go-to. It's smooth, it's bold, it's not too heavy. Perfect for that early morning or when you just need to lock in for the day. The best part is, at every purchase, 5% goes back to the great outdoors. Get a bag like this. I get two myself. Use promo code MTF and you get 15% off your order. Guys, what's not to love about coffee, free money, and deliciousness? A Fuera coffee.
Real sports news and odds, that's our deal. From underdogs to favorites, we break it down.